Now let's say then that you don't have a genre problem, that you actually have an interpretation problem. Well, then you got to ask yourself the following things. What have I actually done to understand this passage? Most of the time, we will hear something and we'll read it in the Bible and it will bother us. And then we'll kind of move on, we'll forget about it. And then a year later, we come back to that same passage, we read it, and then it bothers us. And then we kind of turn on the internet and we see a meme about it. And that meme talks about the same problem that you have. You go, yeah, this part of the Bible doesn't make sense. What I would say to people is there are scholars who devote their lives to understanding the context, the history, the language, and the world into which the Old and New Testament was written. And they've often written about these things. And so if you have a problem, is it simply, I came across something I didn't understand, I looked at a paragraph in my study Bible and it didn't help me, and therefore I thought there was no answer, or have you actually studied the problem? There are 2,000 years of Christian reflection on these texts. How much of it have you read? And too often I hear people, and I see it all of the time, where like they have these radio interviews and like these kind of radio DJs think they have, oh, here's this problem with the Bible that I've never really considered, and they think they've undone Christianity, as if nobody's ever considered the problem of evil or no one's ever figured about suffering. So what I would encourage you to do is to say, I'm going to actually, if I'm a Christian and I'm going to wrestle with something that really bothers me, I'm going to take the time to read the best minds throughout the church history about this topic and see if on the other side of that I come to some better understanding.